Good morning, and this is Just the Sales Tip Tuesday. I'm your host, Joe Harris. Today, we're going to talk about something that's important to every salesperson out there, and that is overcoming objections. So, overcoming objections. I like to say there's 4 simple steps to overcoming objections. Let's just rip right into it. The first one is the most important one, and that's listen. So, the first thing is listen. You have to listen to your client or your prospect to understand the objection or to understand or hear the objection. They don't always come out and say, this is my objection. They're going to say little subtle things along the way, and you have to be listening and pick up on that. I think it's been said that you have 2 ears and 1 mouth, and you have to use them in that ratio. And that goes for sales as well. So you have to listen. And when you think you hear an objection, and when you hear them pushing back a little bit, you have to go to the next step, which is step number 2, which is seek to understand. Now, this is extraordinarily important because what happens is someone hears the objection, the salesperson hears the objection, and they go right into respond mode. They skip the whole seek to understand piece. And the seek to understand piece is what's going to make you the most money and help you overcome objections the most, because the objection you think you heard isn't always the actual objection. So in the seek to understand, you're going to ask a lot of questions, smart and dumb questions, because that's the only way you're going to understand what the objection is. They might say one thing because that's what they've heard. This is an objection. In the mortgage world, it's the rates are too high. Market's going to crash. Prices are going down. These are the things they might hear from the TV, but they don't understand what they're saying. So you want to ask a lot of questions at this point. And I'll be honest, a lot of the times the client solves their own problem and objection. Remember, without a problem, there's no sale. Without something for you to solve to help them, you're just nothing more than price. All right? And price is not the best way to win deals. So seek to understand, ask a lot of questions, ask for qualifying, say things like, what makes you say that? Tell me more about that. Open-ended questions based on their thing, and they'll start talking, and they may start to realize their objection is nonsense, and then they'll backtrack, they'll walk it back, they'll say, well, I didn't really think about that. And when they're talking to themselves, you might actually overcome the objection just by seeking to understand and asking a lot of questions. Okay. Now, next step is respond. So if you seek to understand, you think you truly understand their problem, because that's what it is, an objection's a problem that they have, and you know how to solve it, that's when you respond. And your language is extraordinarily important here, because you don't want to make them feel dumb for having this objection right or wrong, okay? So things to say are like, I was once like you, or this solution may not be for you, but, right? You got to use some softer language that says, look, you're not dumb. This is a common problem or a common misconception. This is what I originally thought about it, and this is what I found that's actual. All right. Now, once you've responded to their objection, solved their problem, you want to come back to confirm. So the 4th step is confirm, and you want to confirm that they heard you and there's no other objections out there. Right. So how might this sound? Listen, sir, I understand that you originally thought this. After conversation, it looks like this is the actual result. Is there anything else preventing you from moving forward? And you shut up and let them tell you what else their problems are. Give them the opportunity. Don't just start talking over them. This is very important, because if they have more objections, this is when you're going to find out. Now, let's go over that real quick. Listen. You got to listen for the objection, because they don't always tell you what the objection is. Number 2, you have to seek to understand. You have to ask a lot of questions to understand exactly what they're talking about. Number 3, you want to respond, and you want to respond in a way that makes them feel okay about having that objection. This is a normal objection, right? It's theirs, so it's normal. And you want to make them feel good about your answer. And then number 4 is to confirm. You're confirming that there's not other objections and other reasons why your solution might not fit or meet their needs. That's all. I hope you found value in this. If you did, please like, share, comment, subscribe. If you didn't, tell me down below why you didn't find value. What about this, the words that I said that did not make sense or did not help you out? Thank you again. We'll see you next time.